My dear friends, welcome to Rajashekhar classes on applied data science with Python. This is lecture number 14. In this lecture, we will try to understand tuples. In my previous lecture, that is in lecture number 13, I discussed about list. Tuple is similar to list, but there is a difference in between tuple and list. What is the basic difference? Tuple is immutable, whereas list is mutable. Immutable means we cannot change the elements once if it is assigned. Whereas mutable means you can change. That's what we discussed in the case of lists. A tuple is a collection of Python objects separated by commas. How can I create a tuple? It is simple. Just inside parentheses, you must separate elements of the tuple by commas. Whereas in the case of list, we have to keep all the elements inside the square brackets. This is tuple, this is list, isn't it? Even in tuple also, you can keep different data types like list. In list also, we used to keep different data types. You can keep integers, float, even you can keep list inside the tuple. Even you can keep one tuple inside another tuple. Means nesting is possible in tuples. First, we will try to understand few basic things so that I will show all these things again in Jupyter Notebook. There are different types of tuples. First, empty tuple. How can I create empty tuple? It is simple. Just empty tuple equal to just say parenthesis, empty parenthesis. Here, whichever name you want, you can keep. It need not be empty tuple. Just say T. That's enough. T equal to, if I say just parenthesis, it will create an empty tuple. Just print empty tuple means it will print an output of this type, which shows it is an empty tuple. Yes, anyway, let me proceed. This is integer tuple 1 comma 2 comma 3. According to definition, they must be separated by comma, and we are keeping inside parentheses, isn't it? These are integer number. Just if I want to print, what should I say? Print integer tuple. This tuple name is integer tuple. In output screen, it will display all the elements of that particular tuple. Mixed tuple. What is a mixed tuple? Mixed tuple means 1, it's an integer number. Hello is a string. 3.4 is a float. Print mixed tuple means it will display all the elements stored in this particular tuple. Nested tuple means we can keep one tuple inside another tuple. This is tuple beginning, this is tuple ending, in which we are keeping one more tuple, 20, 30, 40. Isn't it? It's a tuple. Why? Because it's starting with parentheses. It is in between parentheses. Therefore, inside tuple, even you can place list. How do you know whether it is list or not? As it is starting with square bracket, ending with square bracket. Therefore, I must say it's a list. Means inside tuple, you can keep another. You can keep a list. You can keep another tuple. Even you can keep some integer numbers of that type. Just print what is the tuple name here, nested tuple. Just if I print this one, all the tuple contents will be displayed on output screen, isn't it? To write a tuple containing single element, you have to include comma, even though there is only one value. What does it mean? If you have something like this 50, if you want to create a tuple with single element, just 50, system will not treat it as tuple. If you want, you can check. We already discussed what is type in my previous lectures. Just if you say type tup1, tuple 1 means it will display int, means system will treat it as integer. In order to treat it as tuple, what you have to do? Just you must keep comma. Just instead of only 50, I must write 50 comma. Then it will be treated as tuple. That's what it says. Isn't it? Just see. This cannot be treated as tuple. Just how will you check? Type tup1 means it will display int. That's what we discussed, isn't it? Now, if you say 50 comma means it will be treated as a tuple. Just say type tup1 means in output screen what will it what will it display? It will display tuple. If I say something like this, what output it will display? It will display tuple. Just if you say 50, what will it display? It will display it is an integer. Why? Because 50 is an integer, isn't it? Just you must keep that comma so that it can treat it as tuple. Even parenthesis is optional. You need not keep parenthesis also. That's optional. Just if I say tup1 equal 50 comma print tup1. Print tup1 means what will it display? It will display in output screen something like this, 50 comma in output screen. Print type of tup1, it will display something like this. How will it display? It is the output class tuple. Means this will be treated as tuple. Means parenthesis is optional. If you are interested, you can keep parenthesis. Otherwise also it will not make any difference. Tuple1, you have a tuple1 like this. It is indexing. This is 0 index element. This is 1 index element. This is 2 index, 3 index, 4 index, 5 index, 6 index. Print tuple1. This is tuple1 of 2, tuple1 of 0, tuple1 of 1, tuple1 of 2 means what it will display cherry. Tuple1 of minus 2. You can give index from right direction, means you can index like this, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 like this. Tuple1 of minus 2. Tuple1 of minus 2 means what? Melon. That's what it displays, isn't it? You can do it in reverse manner also by negative indexing. That's what it says. Tuple1 equal to apple, banana. Same thing which I discussed till now. Tuple1 of 2, 0, 1, 2 means it will display cherry, isn't it? Tuple1 of minus 2, minus 1, minus 2 means what will it display? It display melon. That's what we discussed. Nesting of tuples is possible, isn't it? We can keep one tuple inside another tuple. This is just tuple1. Inside this tuple1, I am keeping apple is an element. I am keeping one more tuple inside this tuple. Just see. This is another tuple, isn't it? Tuple1 of 1. This I will discuss. It is simple. Let me proceed further. Anyway, here I will discuss what it says. Just see. This let me say in T instead of tuple1. Let me say T. T is my tuple name. In this tuple, I am keeping apple is one element. This inside tuple, I am keeping another tuple. Means inside tuple, I have one apple element. Again, I am keeping one more tuple. That is nesting of tuples. That's what we discussed. You can, it's possible. Nesting of tuples is possible. Print T of 1. What is T of 1? This is T. This is T of 0. That apple is T of 0. Isn't it? That is T of 0. What is this? This entire thing is T of 1. That's what it says. T of 1. T of 1 means this. Banana to kiwi. Just see. T of 1 means banana to kiwi. That's what it says. Now, what about next one? T of 1 comma 3. T of 0 means this one. This entire thing is T of 1. Isn't it? In T of 1 comma 3. 3 means 0, 1, 2, 3. This is T of 1. This is T of 1 inside 3. That is T of 1 comma 3. Means T of 1 comma 3 means I must go to 1. 0 is apple. 1 is this entire tuple. Inside that 3 index. 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 index is mango. In output screen, what will it display? It will display it as mango. That's what this is. I kept in comment section. Same thing. Same code here I explained. T of 1 I already explained. T of 1, 3 also we discussed. Isn't it? Just see one more simple example. This is a tuple. This how to first let me index it so that you can understand. Same indexing. How can I give index for this one? This is 10 means 0 index, 20 means 1 index, 30 means 2 index, 40 means 0, 1, 2, 40 means 3 index, 50 means 4 index, 60 means 7 index, 70 means 8 index. That's what it says. What it says? T of 2 colon 5. T of 2 colon 5. What is the meaning of T of 2 colon 5? I must start my journey at index 2. Here end is 5. End is 5 means I must go till end minus 1. End minus 1 means 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 means 4. Means I must display all the elements from end 2 to end minus 1, 2 to 4. What is my 2 index element? 2 index element is 30. 4 index element is 50, isn't it? Therefore 30, 40, 50, it will display, what will it display? 30, 40, 50 it will display. This is output of print of 2 colon 5. What about colon minus 3? T colon minus 3. T colon minus 3 means what? From start to end minus 1. End minus 1. Here end is minus 3. End minus 1 means minus 3 minus 1 minus 4. Means starting to minus 4. What is minus 4? This is minus 1. This is minus 2. This is minus 3. This is minus 4. Isn't it? Minus 4. From where? From starting. If I am not keeping anything here means starting. From starting to minus 4. Minus 4 is 40. Means 10 to 40. Just see. 10 to 40. That's what it says. 10 to 40. That elements will get displayed. What is the meaning of this particular thing? 10 to 40. Now we will try to understand T of colon minus 1. Same story. End minus 1. End minus 1 means what? End is minus 1 here. End minus 1 means minus 1 minus 1, that is minus 2. This is minus 1. This is minus 2. Means starting to end minus 1. Starting to minus 2. Starting means 10. Minus 2 means what? Minus 2 means 60, isn't it? Minus 2 means 60. Therefore 10 to 60. 10 to 60 means this one, isn't it? That's what T colon minus 1 output. This is T colon minus 1 output from starting to end minus 1, isn't it? Just this one, it is simple. Minus 1 means from ending to beginning. Means it will display elements in reverse order. 70, 60 to, just see 70, 60, this one. In reverse order, you can display elements from ending to beginning. If you want to display from end to begin, T colon minus 1, isn't it? What about this just T colon? T colon means, I am not mentioning here, nothing. Here also I am not keeping, means from starting to end. From start to end means it will display all the elements from 10 to 70, isn't it? That's what it says. In next slide, you can see that output. Just see 10 to 70, all the elements it will display. This is that sample code, just we are keeping. This I already explained. We discussed this one, isn't it? That you can understand. Now we will try to understand changing a tuple. Unlike list, tuples are immutable. Lists can be, list is mutable, whereas tuple is immutable. What is this immutability? For example, if I say something like, that is my tuple 4, 2, 3, 6, 5. My tuple 1 equal to 9. What does it mean? What is my tuple 1? This is 0 index. This one is 1 index, isn't it? Means my tuple of 1 is 2. In the place of my tuple of 1, I am trying to keep 9. What does it mean? My tuple of 1 means 2. In the place of 2, I am trying to assign 9. In the place of this 2, I am trying to assign number 9. Is it possible? They are immutable. Tuple is immutable. You cannot alter the contents of tuple. Therefore, what will you get? You will get a type error. That's what it says. You will get type error. But even you can keep list is a member of tuple, isn't it? That's what we discussed. This just say this one. This is tuple. In that one, this is 0 index, this is 1 index, you will get type error. Now, but there is a other possibility. What is other possibility? Just see, my tuple 3, 0. What is my tuple? This is 0. This my tuple, this is 0 index. What is this? This is 0 index. This is 1 index. This is 2 index. This is 3 index. This entire list means my tuple of 3 means 6, 5. But in my previous lecture, that is in lecture number 13, I discussed about lists. Lists are mutable. My tuple 3 of 0. This is my tuple of 3. 0 means what? 6. In the place of 6, I am assigning God. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. Why? Because lists are mutable. You can change the contents of list. Therefore, this 6 will be updated with God. Why? Because I am assigning that with God, so that as lists are mutable, I can change the contents, isn't it? That's my tuple of 3, 0. This can be changed, no issue, isn't it? Deletion in tuples. Del is a keyword used to delete tuples. Del space tuple name t. Even we discussed this del keyword in the case of lists. Del, this tuple name is t. Therefore, this entire tuple will get deleted. Print t means what will you get? You will get name error. Why? Because the tuple is deleted, isn't it? In that, just see, there is a tuple for this tuple. This is tuple. Delete t means this entire tuple will get deleted. Print t means you cannot have that tuple to print. In that case, what will it display? It will display name error. That error is known as name error. Tuple count. Count function is used to find frequency of particular element. For example, t dot count of 10. What is the frequency? Frequency means how many times it is occurred. 1 time, 2 times, and 3 times. Therefore, t dot count means number of times that particular element occurred. As this is t dot count, it's occurred 3 times. Therefore, in output screen, what will it display? It will display 3, isn't it? That's what a count is used to find frequency of particular element. 10 1 time, second time, third time, like that, isn't it? Tuple index. What t dot index of 30 means this particular function, which function? Index function. This index function is used to find index function returns first occurrence of the element in its arguments. Means what does it mean? Index of 30. Index of 30. Where is 30? This is 0 index element. This is 1 index. This is 2 index. 30 is occurred here. Even 30 is occurred here also. But it will return first occurrence index. Which one is first occurrence? This 30. What is index 2? Therefore, in output screen, what will it display? It will display 2. Why? Because that 30 first time occurred at index 2. Therefore, I am displaying that's what it says, this code also. Membership in tuple, how can I do it? Membership, this for example, I have a tuple 20 like this. Member function in, there is a keyword in. We already discussed in the case of lists also. How will it be? We will try to analyze. Just see this one. Just let me say t equal to like this. 20 in t. What it always returns, either true or false. 20 in is keyword. T is tuple. This is 20. Is it in t? Yes. Therefore, what will it return? It will return true. That's what it says. In always returns either true or false. 80 in t. Is it there? 80? Is that element is available? 80 is in this tuple? No. Therefore, what will it display? It will display false. That's what it says. That's what this code says. This is a documentation section, whereas this is coding part, which we will analyze in our Jupyter notebook. Let me proceed further. Len of t. This len function we already discussed many times. Len means it will give the length of that particular tuple. Just count what is the length of this particular tuple? 8. Therefore, it will give output as 8, isn't it? Tuple sort. Let me consider t equal 40 50. These are the elements. Sorted, it's a function. Sorted of t means it will return all the elements after sorting. That I am storing in sorted tuple, but original list remains same. Original list remains constant. Therefore, print sorted tuple we collected here. Print sorted tuple means it will print in output screen. What will print? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. In increasing order, it will display elements. Now, if I display original list, just if I say print t, that original list remains same. It will not change. Only that sorted function will return all the elements in sorted manner, so that I collected in sorted underscore tuple and I am displaying. If I check original list, it remains same. Just same thing we discussed in the case of lists also. We discussed same thing. T of 40, 50, 60, something like this. Sorted of t means again that's what it says. Max tuple means max of t means what will it give? It will give maximum number. Max of t means what's the maximum number here? Maybe 19. It will display that number. Min of t means it will give minimum number. Which one is the minimum number in this list? 10. It will give 10 as a minimum number. Sum of t means it will give sum of all the numbers. If you add all these numbers, you will get, I think you will get 230. Isn't it? These are simple things anybody can understand. Now we will try to understand with the help of Jupyter notebook. Same thing which I discussed till now. Just see this tuple, empty tuple. I already discussed this empty tuple. Just if you run, what will you get? Just see you are getting an empty tuple, this is integer tuple which I discussed. Just if you display elements, what you are getting 1 2 3. This is mixed tuple. You can have different data types. If I run this one, you will get different data types, isn't it? Yes. Now if I proceed further, this is nested tuples. This also I discussed, in which in a tuple I am keeping a tuple and is also list. Just if you run this one, what will you get? You will get output. This is the output of this nested tuple which we discussed in our PowerPoint presentation, or PPTs I can say, isn't it? Now let me proceed further. Just a minute. Yes, this also I discussed. TUP1 equal 50. Just if you keep something like this, it will treat it as an integer. Just if you want to check, you can check its data type. Just see what it is displaying, integer. But if you want to keep it as a tuple, just keep comma. If there is single element, I just say type TUP1 means it's giving integer. For single element, you must keep. If there are 2 or more elements, there is no issue. But in the case of single element, you must keep comma. This that's what it says. Even parenthesis optional. If you are interested, you can keep parenthesis. Otherwise, no need of parenthesis. Just say TUP150 comma. I am not keeping parenthesis, but print TUP150. It is, if I want to know the type, it is displaying as a tuple. Means what does it mean? Parenthesis is optional. Parenthesis is not mandatory. I already discussed this on apple, banana, all these things. Tuple of 2 means 0, 1, 2. It will display cherry. Even negative indexing is possible. This is -1, -2. -1, -2 means what will it display? It will display cherry. Then next it will display melon. This which we discussed. Even nesting of tuples is possible. This was the type T of 0. T of 0 is apple. T of 1 is banana. All these things. T of 1 comma 3, 0, 1. 3 means this is 0, 1, 2, 3. Say this I already discussed. I think I need not repeat again and again. This is mango. It is already displayed, which we discussed, isn't it? Now, anyway, let me proceed further. Just see this one. This also I discussed. 2 colon 5 means 0, 1, 2. 2 to 5 minus 1, end minus 1. This I already discussed. T colon -3, starting to end -1. These things I already discussed. Just see the output. You can understand from this outputs what I discussed in PowerPoint presentation. Same story I repeated. Changing a tuple. Tuples are immutable. If you want, you cannot change. T of 0 is 4, T of 1 is 2. As they are immutable, you will get type error. Just see, you cannot type. Type object does not support item assignment. Why? Because your tuples are immutable. You cannot change the contents in tuple. But if in this tuple you have list 6, 5 list, but the 6 I can change. 3, 0 God. As lists are mutable. As lists are mutable, the 6 is replaced by a God string, whichever you want. You can replace. DELET means it will delete. Even this DEL is a keyword which I discussed in list. DEL of T means this entire tuple will be deleted. Print of T means you don't have that tuple to display, isn't it? Therefore, what happens? It will display name error. That particular error is known as name error. Tuple count, this also I discussed. T count of 10. This is used to find the frequency of particular element. This T of count of 10 means how many times this 10 appeared. This 10 appeared thrice, 3 times. Therefore, it is giving output as 3, isn't it? Even there is a concept known as tuple index. T index of 30. Index means 0, 1, 2. This means first occurrence, where it is occurring. It is a 0, 1, 2. It is occurring at second index 2. But it always gives first occurred element index, isn't it? That's why it is displayed number 2 as an output. That's what it is. Membership function, this also I already discussed. 20 in T. Yes, 20 is in this tuple. It's true. Therefore, it will display true. 80 is there an 80 in this tuple? No, there is no 80. Therefore, what will it return? It will return false. Length we already discussed many times. Len of T means it will display the length of that particular tuple sort. This also I discussed in lists. Sorted means it will return all the elements in sorted order. That's what I am displaying. If you want to display, you can display original list, original tuple. Original tuple remains same, isn't it? Max tuple means it will give maximum number in the tuple. In similar manner, min means it will give minimum number. Sum means it will give sum of the elements in tuple. Min of T means what's the minimum number? 10. That's why it's displaying 10. If you want, you can add all the elements of particular tuple. If you execute this one, what will get? Just I already executed, isn't it? 230, its sum is 230. Yes, certainly you can understand. It is simple concept. Anybody can understand. It is simple and straightforward. Thank you very much.